This video is prepared according to the syllabus of KTU. Course subject Web Technologies, course code CS368. In this session, we are going to discuss about iterative statements in PHP that is included in 6th module. In this presentation, we are going to discuss about 4 different loops in PHP, that is while loop, DoWhile loop, for loop and foreach loop. Apart from this, some statements are used to control the loop, break statement, continue statement, and all. That also we will discuss, and we will do the comparison between them. So finally, we have a list of programming exercises. Among that exercises, 3 programming exercises are solved for you. That is factorial of a number, Armstrong number, Palindrome number, and all. Remaining things you have to do your own. So, and finally we will wind up this session. Before we start discussing about the different types of loops, you should have some basic understanding about why looping is required. It is needed when the same statements to be performed more than once. In such situations, looping is required. For example, you want to display a sequence of register numbers starting from 1012 to 105. So there actually that task is going to be same here. Keep on printing that numbers from one sequence like. So this is the flowchart for particular task. How that is implemented, let us see. For any loop, there should be some initialization of that loop and some body should be there for that loop. Apart from this, all important thing is there should be a control for the loop. When that loop should exit, properly it should be mentioned, otherwise endless loop will be formed. That should be avoided. See, for example, in this case, initialization step, from which number it should start. It should start from 101. That is very clearly. The next thing is condition, when it should stop. That is, the given register number is less than or equal to 105. That time it should stop. That is what mentioned here. Then body. In the body, what we need to do? There actually we need to print the register number. After printing, increment or decrement should happen. That is to control the counter. Otherwise, loop will not exit. So here again, register number is incremented by 1. So the register number will be incremented. So again it is checking register number. Then now register number is incremented by, it is 102. 102 less than or equal to 105. That condition will check. Yes, 102. Okay, that will be printed. Then again 103, that will be checked like that. It will keep on checking. If it is equal to this means that time also 105 will be printed. Next 106, that time the loop will come out. That will stop. This is about looping. We will see. Now let's start discussing about different types of loops in PHP. First we will see the while loop, then do while, for each and all. So in the case of while loop, this is the flowchart representation of the loop. So initially itself it is checking the condition. If condition is true, then the body of the loop will be executed. This is another form of representation. So both are same. So here let's say Henry that expression will be checked. If it is true, then only body of the loop will be executed. If it is false, means that will come out of the loop. Okay. Example. This is the examples we will see in the next slide. This is the general form of that while loop. General form of while loop here. While control expression, if it is true, that this is what the body will be executed. This is the general thing. The same task is demonstrated here. Here the condition is initially it is initialized. Condition is register number is less than or equal to 105. That time that condition is true means this will be displayed. So that will keep on displaying, then incremented, and it will keep on displaying and till the condition it becomes 106 less than or equal to 105. That time it will come out. So only this much that will be printed. This is what the output. This is about while. So we have discussed in the while loop that initially before entering into the loop, that will check the condition and then only we can enter into the loop. But that is not true in the case of DoWhile. Initially that will allow you to enter into the loop. Initially allow. After that only condition will be checked. Okay. So it is called exit control loop, and while loop is called entry control loop. This is the difference. So initially this will be executed, then condition will be checked. But the syntax is like this: do statement. But important thing is here one what is that semicolon is there. That is important. You have to see. These are the main differences about do and do while loop. This is the demo program of do while loop. Initially, what is that? See, register number initially assignment, register number is assigned. Then like that, a register number will be displayed. This is actually for displaying 1, 2, 3 like that. That is student 1, register number of student 1. So total here register number 101 minus 100 means 1 we will get. Then 102 minus 2 we will get. That is for displaying this only. Okay. And so that will keep on reading, but that is the initial thing. Initially that will allow you to enter into that. Here only that condition is checking. Then condition is checking in the sense 101. Now initially that is 100, that is incremented. Incremented means 101 less than or equal to 105. That is 102 is less than or equal to 105. That will keep on executing, and the moment that this thing expression becomes 106, that will come out of the loop. So these are the differences of while loop and do while loop. Already we have discussed that it is while loop is entry control and this is exit control loop. So all other things about that semicolon and down, you just go through this, you get an idea. That comparison you will get. Another important loop is for loop. This is the syntax of for loop. The loop itself initialization step is there for a control the expression conditional statement is there. Then increment or decrement expression operation there again on expression. So this is the body of the loop. So condition is initially this will be executed. Okay. Then it will check the condition expression. If it is true, then body will be executed. Then after executing this, what will happen? Increment or decrement will happen. Or again, condition will be checked. Body of this thing will be executed. So that way, this for loop will execute. That is what I mentioned in this flowchart representation. This is the example for loop as we discussed earlier. So initially assignment, then conditional statement, increment or decrement. So here same thing I explained. So initially this will be assigned, comparison if it is less than 101 is less than 105 means body of the thing will be executed, this will be printed. So after that this will be incremented again, that will check 102 is less than 1. Okay. Then loop will be executed, so it will keep on executed and it will come out only when that time. This is about for loop. Now we are going to discuss about for each loop. As far as array handling in PHP is concerned, for each loop is very important. It is used to loop through each key value pair in an array. General syntax is, this is syntax 1, array name as value, like that we need to specify. Another syntax is array name as key value. Here assume that this is the array, that is register number array. For displaying what we need to specify this one. What is this? Student detail, that is the name of the array. As any variable you give. Say assume this is for register number. Now I have given it as register. So now what is available for each? This will keep on executing till to reach the end of the this thing elements. So keep on executing till to reach the end of the elements. That is about the for loop. Now we need to display, that is starting element. It is there. Starting element means now content one by one it is available in regi high underscore number. That is available in the regi underscore number. Okay, now it is available. This is actually for displaying 1, 2, 3 like that. Okay, this is about first syntax. Now the second syntax, it is specified array name as key value now. So here that example is included, key value. This is the key, this is the value. How that is we will see. So just for displaying this, marks, array name marks as key value. Okay, so key in the sense, now key in the sense, here it is mentioned subject key name, that is civil engineering or computer science, marks, corresponding marks. So we will get output as subject, this is the subject, key in the sense, that is here civil engineering, computer science, electronics, these are key, then marks corresponding that particular this marks is subject, particular subject, marks is 85. That is what the meaning. Okay, So you can use for each loop. Both, for each case, either of this syntaxes. Okay. Now we are going to discuss about the continuous statement. This is the general syntax used for continue in the case of while loop, do loop, do while loop, and for loop. So what for we use continue? It is actually used to skip some intermediate statements without executing them. So let us consider this case in the case of while. Here, if the condition is true, continue. That means no need to execute the remaining steps. Continue from the next, increment the loop and continue. That is what the meaning. So if it is there means remaining things that will not execute, and it will start the loop will be that counter will be incremented by 1, and again loop will be executed. That is the thing. Similarly, so all things are true. For understanding this, let's consider an example. This is the example for that here. Register number in mode 2 is equal to 0. If modulus value is 0 in the sense, continue, that is reminder is 0 means continue. Initial case that will start from 101, 101 mode 2, that is odd number now, so that is not 0, it's 1, so that this will be displayed, this will be executed, remaining this will be executed, and this will be displayed. The next, that will be incremented by 1, so that time this will check is equal to 0. It is equal to 0. Equal to 0 means continue in this line will be skipped, that will not be executed, that will be skipped. So here 102 will not be displayed, again incremented by 1, so that will be now 103. Okay, 103 modulus value is not equal to 0, that's 1. Continue, it's 1 in the sense, next the statement will be executed again like that, so that we will get like this, odd numbers, only odd numbers will be displayed. Okay, this way also. This is about continuous statement. Now we are going to discuss about break statement. When break statement is executed, the loop is immediately exited. And the execution continues with the statement immediately following the loop. This is the place where we include break statement. This is in the case of while loop, this is do while loop, this is for loop. So moment the break is if the condition is true, this break will be executed, then that will come out of the loop, and execution continues from the next. The same example we'll consider. Instead of continue, we replace here break. So what things will happen that we will see. The previous case, what happened is, if it is there in the sense, that will go to the starting of that loop, that will continue from the next iteration like that, the previous case. But here that is not true, that will come out of the loop. See here, initially register number is initialized to 101. Modulus we are checking 101. That is now mode value is what? That is 1. So this condition is not satisfied. Break will not be executed. The next statement that is executed. So this will be printed. Next 102 case, in 102 mode 2 is equal to 0. That time break will be executed and we will come out of the program. This is about break state. These are the differences between continue and break. So the points already we have discussed. The same thing is summarized here. Now we are going to discuss some examples. First we will see the factorial of a number. We know that factorial of a number n is defined by the product of all the digits from 1 to n. That includes 1 and n. So multiplication in the sense initially we should have to start multiplying from 1, then into next number, then into next, that product we will get that product into again next number, like that, keep on doing like that. So anyway, definitely we should have a loop which should start from 1 to that given number. That loop is required and keep on multiplying in the sense one number that one number we need to assign, that is initial thing is 1 into this particular number multiplication, then that should be stored here. That way it should happen. So initially this thing should be initialized to 1. Now that much is done, right? 1 into this particular thing, 1 into 1. So here 1. Next this will be incremented. That time it will be 2. So 1 into 2. So 2 will be stored. So that similarly that will keep on executing till to this particular limit that is equal to that particular number, because that one and that number should include. Finally that will print the multiplied one. So for example, if you take 6 as the number, so you will get 720. Factorial of 6, 7 you will get. This is an example of factorial. Now we are going to check whether the given number is Armstrong or not. Armstrong number is one whose value is equal to the sum of the cubes of its digits. For example, 153 is an Armstrong number. So what we need to do here is we need to separate the digits. For separating the digits, take the mode value, then divide the entire number by 10. So that mode value if you take means we will get 3. Divide by 10 in the sense it will be changed to 15. Again you take mode value, that is again, so you will get 5. Then you divide it by 10 in the sense that will be changed to 1. Again you take mode value 1, you will get. So that way you can separate the digits, that is possible. So each and every time moment you get the digits, you take the cubes, 3 cubes, 5 cubes, 1 cubes and all you take, then you sum entire thing, and you just compare with this number. So two things we need. So anyway we are manipulating this number, so that initially we need to store this number somewhere. Okay, so what we need to do is store this number somewhere in the sense this is the given number for processing this variable we are using. Okay, store it there. And keep on adding the sum in the sense initial this thing should be 0, then only addition can be done initially. These preliminary things you have to set. Now, so we will keep on doing like that till this goes to 0. Next iteration what will happen? That will change to 0. Till 0, one loop we need to execute till the number becomes 0. Like that one loop we need to execute. That time that should stop. Okay, the first case, what is there? 153. Assume 153 is the number. 153 is there. The time that will check loop itself. This 153 not equal to 0. Yes, 150 is not equal to 0. Now 153 mod 10. What is that? Now 3 is available in this variable. That is a reminder. First thing is sum plus that cube, that is 3 cube we will take. That will be saved here. Okay. Next thing is this 3 already we have taken. Now it should be modified. So you take divided by 10 you take. So integer only quotient will go off. So divided by 10 integer only, so that will be changed to 15. Number will be modified to 15. Now here what is available? 15 is available. It will check 15 not equal to 0. Yes, 15 not equal to 0. Again 15 mod 10. 5 we will get. This will take what? 5 cube it will take, and previous sum is there, that will be added with that. Total will be stored here. Again next that will go. Oh, what is that? Okay, then 15 divided by 10 in the sense we will get 1, because it's integer. No, we will get 1. 1 not equal to 0. 1 not equal to 0. That time 1 not equal to 0. Again 1 mod 10. That will take the cube of 1 also. So that also will be added here. Again 1 divided by 10, that will be changed to 0 now. So 0 not equal to that time, this loop will come out. Okay, now that result is available here in the sum. What is available? That value. That we need to compare the sum and already existing number, that is 153. Here also 153. Given number is an Armstrong number. If it is equal like that, consider a case of 45 in this sense. That will not be equal to this. That time that number is not an Armstrong number. Okay, this is about Armstrong. Now we are going to check whether the given number is palindrome or not. Palindrome number is a number which remains the same when its digits are reversed. When you reverse a number, for example 121, we're going to get the same number. See, 2332, same number. This also same number, this also same number. Okay, so these are the examples of palindrome number. So what we need to do is get the number, just you reverse the number, store the reverse, and compare these two numbers are equal or not. Equal in the sense you need to find it's palindrome number. Okay, this is about palindrome. So we have discussed some examples. Anyway, for developing the programming skill, you need to do your own programs. For doing that, I'm just giving some exercises. You just practice these all things so that you will get an idea about how to do programming and all. So these are the exercises. You can just go through and try to solve these all things. Again, another list. This list is also there: magic triangle, Floyd triangle, Pascal's triangle, and all. You try to implement that. Okay, now we are in a stage to wind up this today's session. These are the references. Thank you for watching my video.